I'm not sure if it's working right now.
Oh, it says live now.
Oh, alright. So it's working now. Alright. Stream is alive.
It's black right now. It says offline.
What? I didn't touch anything. Alright.
All right, I can stream it. Do you want me to try, or do you want to wait that minute?
We can wait a minute.
Um, so no more plat.
Alright, so we can revive Ben again.
All right, here the stream's on now.
Alright, see? Stream is alive. Alright, so is it gonna be Chrysophilex?
I'm just gonna call him Christo.
Yeah, Christ. Christ? Or Cry?
If you call him Christ, then it'll be like Jesus.
Alright, cool. Oh, Brian.
And he's a random player too, so we don't know exactly what race he's gonna go for next.
Alright.
Sorry for everybody that's watching that wasn't able to catch the last game. We had some technical difficulties starting up the stream. We've got that resolved. So everything from here on out should be good. All you missed was Mr. Olivetree versus Benegan. Mr. Olivetree went for a Baneling bust early on in Dust Towers and was able to bust the front door and get into his base, and it was an uphill battle for Benegan and wasn't just able to clean up everything that was in the base there. So Mr. Olivetree was successful and ended up just cleaning everything up with Zerglings. Well fought battle by both players. Yeah, Benegan was going for a proxied Dark Shrine, and right before the Dark Shrine was up, his economy took a massive hit with the Zerglings, so wasn't able to get any of them out.
Alright, so Cry is gonna choose Zerg, so we will see a ZVZ on Brian, which is exciting.
Are you playing music in the intermissions or not?
Not because when I do play, we begin to talk and we talk too much, and there's no point like having music anymore.
They do it on base trade, but that's whatever. It's preference. I think it helps out with any silence, but
Yeah,
what do I know?
nothing. Alright, they're both ready.
Okay, so SIClan's up 1-0 here in this best of 7. And that brings us to our next matchup, which is going to be a Zerg versus Zerg here on Prion Terraces. Christo is a random player, and he said he got plat last season. So he's probably going to choose the strongest race, which is Zerg, I would assume. So this might be an uphill battle for him, who knows. But it should be good, nevertheless.
Yeah.
He got his race of choice and his map of choice. So there's a little bit working in his favor. So, spawning to the top left, representing SIClan in the blue trunks, Mr. Olive Tree.
And spawning on the bottom right, we have for Engineering of Chaos, Chrysophylax.
Invincible.
On my, I just have like music enabled on StarCraft, and the starting music was really epic,
Yeah.
so I had to do an epic intro. Okay,
Alright.
so we see early pulls from each player. Mr. Olive Tree is opting for the earlier variety, whereas Chriso is going for a more macro-oriented safe opener. This has the potential to go aggressive off of it. The only difference is he's grabbing a few drones, so he's going to have later speed and later Zerglings.
But
and
he will have a better economy. So if he can hold for the initial push, he will be ahead.
yeah, he's going
by
for
a
that
lot.
hatchery. He does see a drone scout here. This is the build I go for on Prime Terrace's ZVZ. You can go 14-14, but if your opponent goes for a 17 pull into expansion, that player usually has an advantage because you do have the earlier pull to push away that early aggression, more so than you would if you went hatch first, but also you have a better economy. The only downside is if your opponent goes for a hatchery first and you don't go aggressive, they just have an economic advantage. So I don't know if Chriso saw the links. It looks like he...
Yeah, he had 2 Overlord, but they're kind of out of position. So I think he saw them.
Yeah. So Zerglings are going to be able to get surrounded right off the bat and 2 go down really fast. There's 1 red health one. He starts a spine, but I feel like that's a very exposed... Oh, that's his spine. Olive Tree has his own spine. Chriso
using
starts
the
his own
drones.
spine.
I like that he's using the drone.
Yeah, he really needs to because he just doesn't have as much, but it's working so well right now.
And all the links died. 4 more are coming.
The only downside is he's had a lack of economy here, and there is a spine that's going to be able to finish. So he does have the gold mining. More links are in
And
production.
getting the surrounded on the speed links. Alright, nice.
Good start here from Chriso.
Oh, that spine is out of range.
Yeah, that queen can't take on that spine. He's going to have to retreat. Zerglings are going to be able to get really good shots off on this spine crawler. It's going to probably go down if he targets it. He goes
And the
instead
queen's
for the
gonna
queen.
go down.
But their links are popping now, so we should have a chance. The spine does finish, but I feel like this main base, you just gotta consolidate everything down in the natural in order to survive.
The good thing for Chris is Mr. Olive didn't morph Banes yet. But
Yeah.
if he does, like his gold is gonna be really exposed.
Yeah, he's trying his best to work on that spine. Looks like he's gonna go down, but there are a ton of lings here in this base. But the gold economy, if he's able to stabilize here, he's just gonna catapult his way into the mid game there with that increased economy.
Yeah, in that build, I feel Olive didn't use any Banes. He did go for the early, like the Bane following, but no Banes were morphed, and that will have like made a lot of difference.
Yeah, and he's Olive is not making any Banes at all.
Only one,
maybe-
only one for defensive in his main.
Yeah, and he's making Bane. Okay, he's going for a Roach Warren to follow this up with. Which I guess is okay, but you know your opponent has that gold-based mining.
Yeah.
So you know you're down in economy, and there's a swell of lings coming across here. He's gonna need to get a good connection with these Banes or this one Bane, or else this base is just gonna be forfeited. Oh, good bait on there on the Bane. Looks like there's 12 to 13 lings, so it's gonna be an even fight here.
Oh, no cancel on the hatch,
Yeah, that's great from Krista.
and we see it in the income. Chris, he's around 800 murals income for 300 for Mr. Olive.
All right, so Mr. Olive Tree sees Bane's morphing. He takes a fight, which is going to go well in his favor. He's going to lose a ton of these lings. Crisco is, but Banelings pop, and good evacuation there from Olive Tree there. Banelings are not able to do anything. They're so slow. Oh, massive hits though. That's what Crisco needed.
All right, all the things are out.
Okay, so things are evening up, but still, like, the second base isn't ready. He's going for the Roach deck, which Roaches are really slow units.
Mm-hmm.
They're prone to countering if you move out on the map, so you kind of need a good mass of them. And really, he needs time to get more Roaches, but at the same time, he's going to lose if he waits any longer.
Yeah.
That's why Roaches aren't really the best follow-up.
And especially since Criso is on gold base, he can flood lings. And if you're only on one base, like, yes, you will have roaches, but Criso can just like trade with all his lings.
And we're getting some lag.
Yeah.
If I were Crisco here, I would not engage and wait for my economy just to outlast, but he has enough to overwhelm.
Oh, and getting their surround.
Yeah, he's going to trade out decently, but he's just going to lose too much in the end.
And GG's call. Criso bring it back.
Great win there
for
by Crisco.
EoC, yeah. And those Bane hits.
Yeah, that's really what turned the game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that base cancel, I feel like, was even more of a statement there.
Mm-hmm.
If he were able to get that base up, his roaches would pay off. Maybe. But, yeah, you just can't compete with gold base. When your opponent's up in workers and he's mining gold versus your blue, it's just a numbers game there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Crisco, like, if you notice, like at the beginning I said, if you go 14-14 versus a 17 pull into fast expansion, the 17 pull into fast expansion is a build order win. Because it is an easier defense.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crisco showing some great defensive skills there. He bent, but he didn't break. He was able to hold off that early aggression, and I really feel like Mr. Olive Tree missed out on a potential win just by not going Banelings.
Yeah. He did have the Bane nest up, but I think he didn't think about making any Banes. So yeah, like if you have that 14-14, you have the Bane nest, it's gonna be really harder for Criso to surround your links basically. So you can use your speeds to run around, make some damage, and use the Bane to zone him out.
Yeah, so we'll never know what would have happened if you would have more some Banelings in there, but the spine finishing, I feel like with the spine, you probably win the game if you make Banelings, if I feel.
Yeah. And also for Crisco, his all his drones were in the gold base, which is really exposed. So like, if you can get 2 Banes in there, like, you're getting ahead. But in the income, like we saw, Criso was on like 800, 900 mineral income, and Mr. Olive, since he was only like on a normal base, it was only 300. So it's really like, it's basically you're like one base behind, one and a half base, even.
Yeah. I would say both builds, 14-14 and hatch, gas, or gas hatch pool. Or what am I saying? Pool, gas, and then hatchery is both viable builds on Prime Terraces. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how they play out. But the series is tied 1-1. That brings us to our third game here on Arena. Spawning to the top left in the blue trunks, representing SIClan, the Protoss player, Bushido.
And spawning on the bottom left, we have for EoC Chrysophilax.
I told him that I was going to pronounce his name Crisco, and I hope he didn't mind.
Mm-hmm. And you were saying also Cristo.
Yeah. Cristo.
Criso.
Okay. So, this map was chosen by the Protoss player. He's opting for a Forge first. He has probe across the opponent's side of the map. This could very well be a cannon rush, but the probe's not really acting like it wants to.
No, he's retreating.
So he's going to go for the quick expansion instead. Forge first openers aren't the most popular in this meta. Maybe he changed his mind after Crisco there scouted the Forge, but he didn't really have anything down in his natural base, so I still think a cannon rush could have worked, but certainly it is a little bit tougher if your opponent knows that it's a possibility.
And even like putting down like one pylon over here, like where the patch where there's a missing patch, it's gonna make Criso remove four drones from mining. So I mean it might be worth it, even faking.
Yeah, I think it is, especially in like platinum level. Not all players know how to correctly react to it, so if you're really good at cannon rushing, you can get a lot of work done. And we saw a Master versus Master on this map, and the Protoss player had a successful cannon rush down here in this little outlet here, and it did tremendous damage. So it's certainly still an option at this point, but you just don't see it as much.
And especially on this map, you put a cannon here, pylon here, pylon here, pylon here, 2 cannon, and those cannon can get that base. But that's a huge investment though. 3
Okay,
pylon and 2 cannons.
interesting. We see a second gas and a Roachborn coming up for Crisco here. Meanwhile, Bushido is going for the Cybernetics core at a very standard time. He's able to get good SimCity up and makes a cannon for defense. So he's got good SimCity. It looks like he's going to be facing a Roach timing.
Yeah.
Possibly with Ravagers, but there is a layer on the way, which signifies that's most likely not an early timing. So we should be looking for a third base or a swell of units either way.
Speed's gonna be done soon. So I think he's gonna move across the map to see what he's facing. Bushido went for a Stargate. So I think we will see an Oracle. So we'll see if Crisco react and put down his spores quick enough.
What do you think he's going to do with this early layer? Like when you see that early of a layer, you're thinking maybe fast Mutas, fast Nidus Worm, something like that?
Might be Nidus. He's going for a 3rd queen, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Ooh, looks like it might be Overlord drops. Nope, 2 Evo signifies. That's most likely just upgrades. The problem I have with Zerg players going this early of a layer is you're just investing like so much gas early on into it, and you're not really doing anything with it.
And the Oracle is out, no spores are down, so that Oracle should get at least 7 to 8. What? It hide? Are you seeing it?
It's what?
It's hidden behind the behind the pillar.
Huh? Yeah, there it is. He distracts a little bit at the front. He had to kill a probe there. Spore's down, but it's just not going to be in time. He's not doing a great job targeting down just now,
3,
but
4,
he is.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. He should retreat now and save. Oh, alright. He's gonna save the Oracle.
Ooh,
Oh no!
nice.
Move in again. Misclick.
Yeah, he was a very well microed attack there until the very end.
Yeah.
But I'd still say that's well worth it. At this point in the game, your opponent's really struggling on economy, and he has so much gas income compared to minerals. Yeah, it's only 21 workers here for Crisco compared to Bushido's 44. So exactly double the economy.
But Bushido's going greedy style, going for his third base, and a lot of cannons. His main is pretty exposed though. He doesn't have anything in his main. One cannon making right now. Second Stargate, going Void Rays.
Yeah, Crisco's going to move across, get a snipe on this third base here, and maybe see what he can do with these roaches. He is droning up. I would like to see him drop a third base down here. If you go double Evo into upgrades, like that signifies you want to go a little bit later into the game. So not having a third base off of 6 minutes or even started is a really big deal for Zerg.
Alright, he's putting it down right now. It's kind of late though, but with the damage he took. And he did cancel the third base of Bushido, so that's good. I mean,
the early layer, thinking back on it now, maybe he was just worried about possible DTs. Like if he's not really going to do anything with the layer, then usually he's experienced a lot of like fast DT builds where he's just died. So maybe he feels like if I get an overseer and I don't die to DTs, I think I'm going to be good in this game.
Yeah.
+2's started immediately after +1 finishes. The roaches are poised on the other side of the map to do some damage here.
they could get a cancel on that that third base, but they didn't react. So the pylon's down. Some cannons will be down also.
Yeah, that's really vulnerable right now because he only has one pylon.
He can snipe the Momo Core also
How?
with the Ravager.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a really nice play. Oh, probes get pulled down at the wrong timing there. He's gonna lose quite a bit of probes just in that one move.
And the pylon's gonna go down.
Is
Cancel again.
Wow.
That's a nice
Yeah.
cancel for Criso.
Yeah, while he's still down in economy, he's down 15 workers at this point. Still, that's not good, but he does have a really formidable army here. And Bushido does not have any units. He has 6 Void Rays on the other side of the map, but no units here.
But they're not moving. He needs to bring his Void Rays right now.
He can't. Yeah, he can't rely on that cannon for defense. He has to pull his Void Rays. Still not game ending damage as of yet. Good corrosive vials drop down, but this army has a severe timer on it. It's going to be all cleaned up here within a minute. He has to target down drones. I feel like that's his only option.
Yeah, he did a lot of damage. Like Bushido didn't react quickly enough with his Void Rays. Maybe trying
Yeah.
to hide them. But now he need to go to the other side of the map and make some damage because he's falling behind.
Yeah, if he would have scouted that little, like right out here, they're just sitting there for the longest time, just out of vision. If he would have scouted that, that would have done 0 damage.
I think we missed something. Because the natural of Criso only have 6 workers. So either he didn't make drones and saturate the gas.
I think he just moved him over to gas because he had
10.
2 gas geysers done, but they weren't saturated.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So the Void Ray is going to move in here. They have the potential to recall. There's only one Spore and 1 Queen. That's not going to be enough here. He's going to get a ton of damage done.
All right. Targeting the lair. That's huge. The lair is gonna go down for sure.
And Hydras are on the way, but only a couple of them. His only anti-air is going to be a couple of Queens, a Spore, and a couple of Hydras. He's going to get the Roachborn and the pool. The layer, that's massive damage at this point.
Yeah, I would like to see him move right away to the natural though.
Yeah, it's it's really a point in the map where you're never going to be attacked at this point. So maybe he's just being methodical, but that third base is really exposed. If he tries to attack the second base, he's in for a little bit of pressure, but if he goes straight for the third or the Overlords here,
Yeah,
you get a ton of damage.
I would like to see him move here and be safe and hit both the bases and hit the Overlord also.
If he gets those Overlords, that's a massive blow to the Zerg player because he will be supply blocked. And that's a ton of minerals that have to be reinvested in supply.
Oh, and then dying so fast.
Yeah, he's down 82 out of 60 supply. He's gonna move straight in for the Spore Crawler, which I don't like this decision. Ooh! Mothership Core's gonna go down.
Alright, so he needs to come in.
Yeah, he needed to have a different game plan there, but didn't go terribly wrong for Bushido, but it could have went so much better.
Yeah.
This really gives the Zerg a chance because he does have the Hydralisk Den still.
Oh, but he's moving out of position though. Bushido's gonna move into the third base.
Yeah, if he snipes that, then I'd say it's GG.
He will lose a
Tempest,
lot. He will
yeah,
lose a lot though.
Tempests are on the way. Like, if he just snipes his base, he pretty much wins, but looks like he's not going to be able to get
Oh,
it.
that was a huge investment. Alright, so
Yeah,
behind of that, Bushido has 3 Tempests only.
and he's down 30 supply.
Yeah,
Bushido wasn't building any army this whole time.
he was investing a lot in those Tempests. The Tempests are out of position.
Oh my, this
Crystal's
is gonna be a
moving,
great counterattack.
moving up, cleaning the cannons.
One Tempest, and it's not even fighting yet. Kind of a similar problem with the earlier timing attack. I think this is just game, because I didn't realize Bushido had no army
Yeah,
behind
me
this.
neither.
Like, you can't sacrifice all of your Void Rays to snipe a base whenever, you know, your opponent has army and you don't. Okay, there's 4 Tempests out. I don't
Two
know,
more on the
Nexus
way.
is gonna fall. He only has 36 workers. But these Hydralisks are the only thing he has as far as anti-air goes, so I do think Bushido's gonna be okay having those Tempests out. He just has an overwhelming number at this point.
Yeah, he should transfer to his third base though. He's
Or
gonna be
just-
able to hold. Didn't lose any structure
Yeah, that's
in his
really-
main.
that's a back and forth game, like as back and forth as you
Yeah.
get. It's just a game of countering. So if he pulls his workers down to his third base
Alright.
and uses the Tempest effectively and doesn't sacrifice them, I think he just wins.
Yeah, because
There's
the
only 5 Hydras.
the Hydro count is really low, and if he gets in between the both bases,
Yeah, the Hydras can't fight at this point.
no,
You
but
know
he
he's
needs to
outnumbered.
use the range though. He's gonna lose 1 Tempest, and she's called. Bushido takes the win for SIClan.
Did we miss the other Tempest? Because I only saw the one.
Which one?
The one Tempest in his main base. Apparently there were 3 others out on the map or something I missed.
He moved out on the map. He was out of position. That's why the reaction was a little bit slow. But he moved back, and those 3 popped and surrounded the units.
Yeah, really back and forth game though. Good gameplay by both players.
Mm-hmm.
The Oracle, I feel like, was the MVP of this game. He was able to snipe off like 9 drones really early on. And yeah, really kind of set himself up for a strong mid game there.
Mm.
But also the Void Rays, the 6 Void Rays not participating in the first fight there.
Yeah.
Really made it close for Bushido. And also sacrificing 4 or 5 Void Rays to try and get a base, which he didn't get, was also questionable. So Bushido definitely made some mistakes, and in the end, he was just able to out-tech his opponent. So that brings SIClan up 2-1 in this best of 7. Orbital Shipyard is going to be our 4th map.
Oh, it's gonna be Zergasm.
And we have another PVZ. And I feel like Orbital is definitely a good map for Protoss,
Mm-hmm.
but Arena's not bad either.
No. And especially with the air toss, since you can move like between the maps and even holding the little ramp, and like you have a lot going for you on that map.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Zesty if he wants to cast. If he doesn't answer here soon, I'm just gonna go in. Yeah, he doesn't have Razor anyways.
Yeah.
stream is down.
No, it's not.
Was it maybe black screen or something?
Maybe. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, I see it up. Okay. Everything seems to be in order. So, in this fourth game here on Orbital Shipyard, spawning to the top right, representing Engineers of Chaos, the orange Zerg player, Zergasm.
And spawning on the bottom left, we have representing SIClan, Teal Protoss, Bushido.
Ooh, a little bit of a miss micro there on Bushido's part. Okay, so like I said, this is a pretty good map for Protoss. Bushido went for in a curious positioning for that pylon in Gateway and second pylon next to his Nexus. Against Zerg, you typically want to have that ramp right here leading to the third base secured, just because Zerglings can be a real pest, especially in the early mid game. Or even in the late game for that matter. Anytime you get Zerglings in your base, that's horrible. Maybe Bushido doesn't know he's playing against the Zerg, but with a name like Zergasm, I doubt that's the case.
I know there are some Protoss that like to wall off around the probe line, so that way they can hold like drops and everything. But it's really hard because you take damage and you constantly need to use pylon overcharge. So I feel like it's more like a PvP build or
Yeah.
a SimCity than PvZ.
Yeah, it's just going to make the third base that much harder to grab, in my opinion, just because you kind of have to just play defensive on two base.
Yeah.
Bushido pulls the probes again and is able to pick up the drone scout, but he saw basically everything he needed to. And he sees the forge, he sees the Sim City here. Speed's on the way. I wonder if he's just going to commit to a lot of lings here. Meanwhile, Bushido has that proxy pylon in the corner of the map, which could be used for potential cannoning or warpins later on.
He is researching Warp Prism, Warp Gate, but he only has one gateway.
Zergasm sees the lack of natural base here. He knows Bushido's on one base, which on this map is pretty unusual. So maybe he's gonna be defensive, get a couple spores, and invest in a lot of Zerglings. For defense, Bushido has a mothership core, a couple of okayly placed pylons, and a cannon in the mineral line. But yeah, he loses all map control. Bushido's basically hidden in hiding on this one little corner of the map. Like, he has good SimCity up, but any kind of move out, even to take any base, is going to be hard.
Yeah. And we see here that the lings are doing a lot of damage.
Zergasm is lapsing on his macro right now. He has 600, 300, and he's just not making anything. Okay, make some more lings. Maybe waiting for...
Bushido doesn't want to use the pylon overcharge, but it's going to be too late. He will lose his turret council.
It's going to be close, definitely, but he's not going to drop it. Looks like he saves it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he risked it.
Comfort, yeah.
But at the same time, more Zerglings, a bunch more Zerglings are across the map. Zergasm is making Roachborn. It seems like he's all for aggression here. This base is going to be canceled. He has no units out. He has one zealot and no pylons to defend that base. So he's going to pick off the Twilight,
yeah.
and then he's going to move straight down to that natural, I feel like, because he has eyes on it. Ooh, loses a couple Zerglings there unnecessarily.
I think Bushido will be okay.
There's more Lings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some more Ling, yeah. Too much Lings.
Yeah, this is a great read from Zergasm. Maybe a little bit lapse in macro during this attack, but he knew that Bushido was very vulnerable to this kind of attack. He should just target down these Zealots, but...
And no cancel! Losing 400 minerals.
Yeah, 400 minerals at this point is really devastating, especially if you're on one base.
Yeah.
I don't know what Bushido's plan is. Like, he's going fast Templar Archives on one base. Like, I don't know what this could possibly be.
If I was Bushido, those 3 Zealots will go to the ramp and block the ramp. Because now it's really open, and the amount of Lings coming, I don't think Bushido will be able to hold.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him after this game if he was thinking his opponent was Protoss or Terran or something. High Templars are going to morph into an Archon, which do a great job against Lings, but this base is going to be cancelled again.
And even Roaches. There's more Roaches than the Zealot, and we don't count the Lings in.
Yeah, it's just going to be too much here. It's just... He might hold off this small amount of Roaches, but he's just so far behind in every way.
Alright. So that ramp, he does really need to block the ramp. He might pick up two free Roaches.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Zergasm has his lair and more gases coming up, as well as a third base. So, I feel like there's no way he can lose this game.
No. Especially streaming that many Lings.
Yeah. Like, if I were Zergasm, I would just contain him on one base.
Yeah.
Like, if Bushido pushes out beyond the Pylon Overcharge and Cannon, punish him, but like, make sure he can't transfer any probes over, make sure he can't get that base up safely. Maybe just sending like 5 Lings down to the natural while he Roaches fight, but he's kind of pushing in here a little bit too deep. I think he's going to be safe and maybe push through, but he's risking it at this point.
Yeah, it's really
look at that
cost-efficient
mini-map.
for Bushido with those Lings.
There's a big orange line moving across the map, and that spells doom for our blue Protoss player here. It looks like SIClan is going to be tied up here with Engineers of Chaos. All of his units go down. Pylon goes down, and he just has a couple cannons as his defense at this point. But he just has 5 more units here, so this could drag out.
And the Archon's done. So he should be able to hold that. One more cannon.
Yeah. Yeah, and the income, if anybody's wondering, the income at this point is 1,300 to 600, so double income for Zerg. So he doesn't really need to do any damage here. Just pick off what probes he can.
And Bushido needs to transfer. His main is practically mined out. He does need a third base, but he doesn't have the economy and is still mining 21 drones for the main and only 1 for the natural.
Yeah, at this point he has no aggressive potential. He does have a pylon across the map, which could be, you know, you could warp in a couple units there and hope for some aggression, but he's investing in these slow units. These High Templar and these Archons are very slow, so he can't really counterattack. He has no Warp Prism. So he kind of has to turtle. I'd say at this point you just have to make a death ball.
Yeah. And maybe make some disruptor and like try to hold the ramp while you're taking your third base. But at this point, defending the main, I don't feel that's necessary. He should think about the walling off the ramp there. Because you want a third base, you don't want to stay on 2 base too long.
Yeah, I don't know if Bushido, it's like clicking in with Bushido right now that he needs to wall that off, but... So for Zergasm, maybe slipping up a little bit, like spending his army to try and kill Bushido's army, which is okay to trade. If he's trading at this point, that's great because he's on a better economy. But if he just tries to hit that second base there, it's a lot better in the long run.
Yeah. And if you look at the army, like Bushido is not behind that much in army. Like yes, he's behind, but he does have like a sizable army. So
Zane, did you say he's not far behind?
yeah, okay, I didn't say anything, but he does have like kind of a kind of an army. So if Zergasm, like
Most
wait,
optimistic caster
yeah,
for
but
SIClan.
no, but I mean,
Well, he's not that far behind. I mean, he transfers probes and suddenly it becomes a real third base.
yeah, exactly. No, but like I mean, right now like Zergasm wastes a lot of units, so he's not gonna push. So either he's gonna wait for you for to be maxed out, and if he does wait, like Bushido can
I
get
don't think he
a
wasted
good
them.
ball.
Though. I don't think he wasted them. I think trading army for army is beneficial to him. But I certainly understand that he could have been more effective with them. But at the
Oh,
very
okay.
least, he traded.
Okay, yeah, more effective. That's the word I was looking for. But
I don't want Zergasm watching this VOD and being like, "Turn my units away! What the hell are you talking about?" I'm sorry for being overcritical, Zane. Keep going.
no, it's okay. But the
Yeah.
Zergasm is gonna push right now, and the army of Bushido is not gonna be enough. I don't think he doesn't have any pylon for reinforcement.
He doesn't
or,
have any upgrades.
or pylon overcharge.
Yeah, it's +1/+1 here for the Zerg player.
Yeah,
And the supply is 81 to 155. Lurker Den's morphing in. Again, this ramp's exposed here, so he can just move right up this ramp uncontested. Like, that is Bushido's only chance, like, having that ramp, but now it's over with.
and especially with the DPS of the Hydras. And GG's called. Zergasm gonna take the win for EoC.
Great game there by Zergasm. Scouting his opponent early, knowing that Bushido was going to be susceptible to early lane pressure, so really exposed it and did the most out of his scouting. We might have to move over to C3 for Zesty, but he did install Razor. He's just saying it's not working on his computer.
That's suspicious.
So the series is now tied 2-2. Momentum's in favor of Engineers of Chaos. And with that, we'll bring up our first Diamond player.
Which was supposed to be Tom, but I don't think Tom is online. So we do have the Grass Assassin practicing with Dr. Bojangles, or we have Zesty.
Dr. Bojangles.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna invite Zesty.
To cast or to play?
Cast. Go ahead and add him. His name is just Zesty. Capital Z-E-S, capital T-E-A. I don't think I can add him to the call. We'll see. Huh, I got him. Can you hear me?
I think his mic is not set up.
Hello.
Oh yeah, it is.
I didn't hear any of you guys, so.
Dude, like, listen to his voice. It's like the voice of Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Whose voice?
yours. Because
Mine?
before, like, on C3, you were like, your voice is all scratchy and, like, echoey.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just, like, crystal clear.
Yeah, it's like a radio voice.
Not quite, but I'll take it. I'll take it where I can get it.
Okay, so DeGrasse Assassin is going to be our first diamond player.
The grass assassin.
Diamond on diamond action.
Oh, I love diamond on diamond action. It's so hot.
Yeah, so high pressure though.
That's true. Let's see who's the king of the diamonds. Go. I beat you. No, I beat you. Then-
Okay.
Then one mid-mass just comes in. I beat you all.
Yeah, unfortunately we won't have any Masters players, but we know where you're going with it.
Who?
Yeah, we're missing a diamond player.
We're getting a lot of
Got a rock, paper, scissors.
we're getting a lot of like blowing noises in your mic. Are you like in a desert sandstorm or something?
No, I am not. I'm just breathing really heavily.
All right, well, we'll get that figured out.
Is that better? Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's honestly me breathing.
Yeah, it is.
Is that better? Can you still hear me fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I pulled the mic away from my face, and I think that helped.
Yeah, I think anything that close to your face kind of bugs out anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right, so looks like Dusk. Dusk was his choice, which
Ruins.
turned into Ruins.
Ruins.
Can anybody do a Stewie Griffin impression of Ruined?
Oh, I could try, but I don't know if I want to.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not really, but I could try to say ruin in Stewie Griffin's voice.
Well, it's a thing. Like it was a segment on Family Guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me think here. Well, I say, Brian, you ruined it. That's not even close.
You sound like it's a good British accent, but it's not.
Not quite Stewie.
It's
though.
like ruined. Like it's really funny.
All right, I'm gonna play it so people will be able to understand what we're talking about.
Oh, you know, this is
All
what
right,
we
well, we
play.
set this next
Remember
game
the
up.
last couple of weeks, I kept saying, "Can I have a couple
This
minutes
is
of your time
is
to
what's
talk to you
Colin
about
referring to
something?"
as the
This
filler
is what it
part
was
of the
about.
cast.
This evening is ruined. Look, wait,
When
what?
we're talking
This
about
evening is
Stewie
ruined.
Griffin.
The whole evening is ruined. Why are you saying it like
Hey
that?
man,
Saying
it's a
what?
really funny
Straight
show.
up, the party's ruined. You
It's
know
a good
what?
show.
I'm not gonna get sucked
It's a good
into
show.
this.
I'll give Seth MacFarlane some props on it.
But
Okay, just so I'm
you notice
sure,
how Stewie got progressively
you
more
just trying to
gay
piss me off?
as like the
Really?
seasons
How
went
you say
on.
that? What are you talking about?
Honestly, I've never really watched it in sequential order, so I don't really. I just know that sometimes he's super gay and sometimes he's not.
All
Yeah,
right.
like
Sometimes him and Brian have like a little thing, and sometimes
Yeah.
he's totally into like a young.
So he's saying
Woman, baby.
ruins, right? Ruins.
Yeah.
Ruins of Ceres.
you know, in the
That
beginning,
just sounded Korean.
Yeah,
How the
I tried
Koreans
to
would say-
play it, but you guys like begin to talk over it, so
Oh,
in the beginning, Stewie was like really maniacal, like a really evil baby who wanted to kill everything. But in the later seasons, he's full on homosexual and not evil.
so possibly he just like was always homosexual and he was repressing it.
Well, at 1 year old, I doubt you can repress it.
but
Maybe.
I doubt you can speak how Stewie does also at 1 year old.
Well, that's true, but it's always a question of whether or not anyone can hear him besides the dog.
Is being homosexual nature or nurture? We'll find out after this stream, so stay tuned. Or after this game, rather.
Philosophical discussions about Stewie Griffin.
Okay, so on our fifth match here on Ruins of Ceres, it's going to be our orange Zerg player representing EoC, Zergasm. Oh,
I think you have to like that intro music. You have to like make it so we can hear it somehow.
And spawning on the bottom left, we have the green Zerg representing SIClan, the grass assassin.
yeah, just wait like 10 seconds after the intro and
I
you'll be
just gotta
good.
time it in my head. It's one of those casting things you just gotta get used to.
It's one of the GZ SC caster things.
Mm-hmm.
Because only we do the epic intro music.
So I don't know the SI hero. Is he newer to the clan? Have we
Are you
seen him
being
play before?
facetious?
No.
The grass
I don't know.
assassin? He played a lot of Clanwars for us.
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
What's his style? Fill me in.
It varies. I'd say he's more aggressive.
Okay.
He's not
like-
like the macro player, but he does have good macro as well. But here on Runes of Steris, we're going to have a pretty standard game here. Zergasm does have a faster pool, but both players going for an early hatchery. So I'd say each player is on even footing at this point.
It's always scary to go for a early hatchery.
But both players did, and they did scout it. So I think the Grass Assassin didn't move the right way, right? Oh, he moved back.
Yeah, he like did that funny little thing where you don't want your opponent seeing it, but
Mhm.
like his overlord, Zergasm's overlord, was like sitting over his hatchery while he's trying to micro it away.
Mhm.
It's all in practice for when he plays those Terrans.
Yeah, muscle memory.
This-
Okay, Roachborn coming down for the Grass Assassin here. This is a very early timed Roachborn to complement the speed. So if he tries to go for a nice Roach push here, then it can be pretty effective.
Yes, it's a little early on this map just because he's gonna. Zergasm's gonna scout it so fast, and he has such even in this close spawn positions. It's not the closest by ground that he could be, and so it'll be a long time for him to be able, for Zergasm to be able to react as soon as because his overlord would definitely spot it
Yeah.
walking out of his base.
Mhm.
The only thing I'm thinking is like if you skip that Baneling phase, if you avoid getting like that early Zerg Bane aggression in your base and you bypass that altogether and go straight into roaches, I feel like that gives you an advantage moving into the mid game.
The question is, will he have enough roaches out in time? Because it looks like Zergasm is going to be going for quite a few swell of lings here.
And he made a spine in his mineral line there, did a Grass Assassin, so he is poised to be able to hold this.
Yeah, there's a phase where banelings can be really hard to hold
Yeah,
while you're
and
getting the
Assassin's
roaches.
he's up four workers at this point, so that's
And
Okay.
the real great thing is he actually with his overlord saw that huge swell of lings. So he's not going to be surprised when he sees a bunch of lings walking across the map, and he's already started lings of his own and roaches.
yeah. And Zergasm doesn't look like he's going to be too aggressive here. Maybe just making those defensively. We see a defensive spine just now finishing, and some more drones coming out. So it looks like these lings are going to be the extent of the aggression for now.
He's got some more lings popping out too. So I think this is very much an all-in.
Yeah, but
I don't think so.
the thing for the Grass Assassin, like I feel like while he's playing, he feels like he's missing some gas because on his main he only has one drone on the gas instead of 3. So
I
he does
think-
have a lot more income. If you go for roaches or that early, I feel like you need those 2 gases.
He's making drones. He's making roach horns. So this leads me to believe it's not an all-in, but he does want to kind of scare his opponent into making units. He sees the roaches. He backs off. Knows he can't do too much with those banelings. And that's what I mean. If you skip that baneling phase, he invests
Yeah.
that into those banelings, which that early is not. They're not going to be paying off in the long run with OK Micro.
Well, and the reason why I say that I mean, it's an all-in. He maybe did not intend for it to be an all-in, but I think now with like 8 more roaches being made or 6 more roaches being made and streaming across the map, it's gonna be really hard for him to hold this.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you're not really up on scouting and you don't see that roach horn come down, your opponent just has more time to make roaches. That roach number keeps increasing, and it's just so hard to match it. You kind of have to build spines.
But good micro from the Grass Assassin wasting a bane on the links.
Yeah.
So one less bane to worry about.
Yeah,
One thing I will say is that if Zergasm does hold here, he's quite a bit, or he was quite a bit up on workers, but then a swell of workers came out for DeGrasse Assassin, so now they're even pretty much again.
Yeah, I think the third base is going to be the most telling, and we see DeGrasse Assassin go for that third base. He's containing his opponent, he's scaring him, making him make units, while getting some economy up. And the layer, let's not forget, layer's out for both players.
Ooh, but all these roaches get surrounded. That's actually going to be really bad.
I don't know, it looks like the numbers are in
Yeah.
DeGrasse Assassin's favor. If he had some more banelings in reserve, I'd feel better about it. But more units are popping out for Zergasm.
It seems he will be able to hold, having the defensive advantage.
Yeah, but that's preventing his opponent from making that third base, though.
Yeah.
That so important third base.
But once again, he's behind in workers, so it's weird. I mean, DeGrasse Assassin has the advantage of the third, the worker advantage and going to be the upgrade advantage is going in favor of Zergasm.
It
Mhm.
depends on what upgrades you're looking at, though, because I think the roach speed is much more important than Carapace at this point. Or let's say 2 minutes from now.
Well, except for it depends on how late the game goes. If the game goes late, then he's going to be up and upgrade. Zergasm will be up in upgrades all game, and he'll get his roach speed eventually anyway.
What if
Whereas,
he doesn't? Dun dun dun.
well, if he doesn't, then that would be very interesting, and I will eat my words.
Yeah, we don't even see Evos up for Degrasse Assassin. So
What I don't like is the missing of the gas. So he's missing so much gas he won't be able to make Ravager, while Zergasm is on kind
look
of
at the-
4
look at those
gases.
drones.
Yeah.
The drones aren't mining.
This little Ling run by though on the third, that actually might cancel it because he wasn't tracking the.
Yeah, those roaches are
Oh,
not moving. They're just now moving, but it's gonna be too late.
too late.
It's a
That's
great
definitely
move.
a cancel. Yep. So economically speaking, Zergasm is gonna be doing pretty well. Or sorry, Degrasse Assassin is gonna be doing pretty well now, and he is starting his double Evo chamber as well. So his 1-1 is actually gonna be slightly ahead, or his one attack is only gonna be slightly behind. The only thing that's gonna really be behind is his ground carapace.
Yeah, which isn't the biggest of deals. We know that the attack is much more viable, especially if you're going to be facing Lings.
But he does have his hydrogen up, which I like. He can morph the Lurker Dan,
Yeah.
so he will have the tech path. Like he's pretty ahead in tech path.
Yeah, Tunneling Claws coming out from Degrasse Assassin. I really like this move in ZVZ. Maybe going for the Lurker Den would have been a better use of resources, but Burrow move is very effective if you're good with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean ZVZ is all about. I mean, at this point, both players, if they get to the macro stage, which they have essentially, and they're on relatively even
Ooh,
footing, although they've been
54 to
trading off.
40.
They've been trading. See, the thing is, Zergasm has been up, 12 workers in this game and gone behind. So
Oh
like,
no. Another counter, and his roaches are so far out of position. He saw it with an Overlord. He's not going to react.
okay,
This is gonna be horrible.
canceled in, which would be pretty bad.
This is like game ending, I feel.
Except for the fact that there is a huge attack coming across the map right
Yeah.
now, and if
He needs to
if
move those spines down.
Yeah, he needs to be moving his spines down and making nothing but roaches, which he is. So the question is, how good is Zergasm's control,
I
and how much
wouldn't
damage
say
is able to get done here?
He could even lose the space. He moves his drones
Oh,
back.
the
He
Ravager are in front though.
Yeah, the Ravagers in front isn't necessarily the best, but if he does lose his space, I don't agree. I think that it will be a huge blow to
Yeah.
I was going to say, if he moves those drones away before the attack commences, I feel like it's still not game ending, but if he can
Well,
save these drones.
I don't think it's game ending either way because neither one of them have a third.
Oh, he's going to lose a ton of these forces trying to retreat. Good Crucibles are dropped. That zones away the army for a little bit. Looks like he's going to commit this army, and I think, is his
that's
road
the
speed
mistake.
done?
Yeah, his roach speed is not done. He never got it.
Oh my god! That's
He
gonna
does
be-
have Burrow though, so the grass
that's
can
a good
get
game.
follow.
Oh, he does have roach speed.
Yeah, he does have
roach
speed.
speed.
Oh, thank god. Yeah,
Um,
those forces would be maroon there.
Yeah, I think he overstayed his welcome there, but he should have pulled back as soon as he sniped that third base.
And Degrasse Assassin smartly getting up that third base there. That's so much further in advance than his opponent, so the supply is in his favor by 10, and he has that third base.
Yeah, I'll say that even after losing that third, because his fourth was already on the way, he just transfers most of his drones. there.
Oh, and Zergasm doesn't
Sharkin.
have any Overseer and no Spore, so he won't
I-
he won't see those roaches getting in.
Armies
he
across
doesn't
the map.
see-
This might force a base trade, but that army is in the middle of nowhere. If he snipes that Roachborn, that could be game ending.
Oh, and the Roach Warren
Yeah,
is
the
getting
Roach Warren.
sniped.
Great move there from Degrasse Assassin. He moves in here. He's trying to target down some drones. Going after this.
Zergasm actually pulls back too, which is absolutely the wrong move. Right
Yeah,
there in
he-
this case.
Well, I don't know. It's tough at this point, but he can't make any units. He can only make spines. No, he can't even make spines.
Yeah, he just sniped this.
Oh, and no Overseer in production either.
Yeah, he can just burrow for days if he realizes it. Nice
Yeah.
move.
And he can even get out and go to the natural.
He just
Are you
kinda
guys
snipes
lagging?
up the army.
Yeah, I'm
A
lagging.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta trim the party a little bit. Yeah, this looks like game. Can't make any units. He doesn't have a spawning pool in the way.
Yeah, he
He does have his Hydrodan though.
Lose too many roaches.
Yeah.
And The only thing he's vulnerable to right now is just overcommitting, but it looks like he's actually just going to be overpower Zergasm Force anyway.
Yeah, and this should be early GG here from Zergasm. I'll eat my words. I think the that burrow move was the game-winning move.
Mm-hmm. And GG's called. Grass Assassin bringing it 3-2 for SIClan.
Yeah, I think that was like one of our best casts too. I felt like we covered that extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the synergy. I think it had something to do with Stewie. I don't know.
We had 3 sets of eyes looking on the production and the map and everything, and we had conflicting opinions from time to time, which I think makes a great cast because we kind of play out the different scenarios.
Yeah, I thought I was hearing like TLO and and Todd casting.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah. Like, I agree to disagree. I'm not sure if that's the worst or the best.
That's good. I hate this circle jerk cast. They're like, oh man, he's making roaches. Yeah, I really love that. Yeah, it's real good. Like, there's no like dissent whatsoever. So
Who's
like,
talking
kind
to
of
that?
annoying.
Next time I'm definitely going to Soko jerk you. Anything you say.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Exactly what I don't want.
You're right.
But you should do that for one cast just to like see how like annoying that is. Like I would hate it. Don't do that. You don't have another diamond.
So are we reviving Zergasm?
But that would just be another game that we just saw that game.
Yeah, but if not, like we win on a technicality.
So they didn't have any platinums. They don't have any diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Send in the clowns, I mean masters. Okay, well I can't type, but you know, whatever.
All right.
Yeah. So SIClan's up 3-2 right now. I feel like this is kind of a win. And even if they do win over us, I think we can just say there's an asterisk there or whatever.
What? No asterisks. They will have a master, and we'll put a master on.
You think?
Yeah, we just changed like
I guess
the ace.
Tom isn't on.
We just changed the ace.
Unless you want to have an asterisk loss.
Yeah, party size. We should trim that. What? Dude.
What?
Savage were their master.
No, he was.
You're
Away.
not a good leader. Like, oh, I don't want the master to play anymore.
He's away. I'm just like, this guy's away. I've never seen him before. Like, let's get him out of here.
Alright, you can kick Bushido. Bushido's watching the stream. And that's it. And the Grass Assassin.
No, you can't kick him. He's playing.
Oops, that's true.
You're
My
a
bad.
terrible leader.
Decisions.
Alright, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. I'll be right back. My voice is kind of thinning out here, so.
Alright, I'll put in Stewie and Brian, so we need not to speak for like 44 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know, this is why... Brian, you remember the last couple of weeks I kept saying, can I have a couple minutes of your time to talk to you about something? This is what it was about. This evening is ruined.
Look, wait, what?
This evening is ruined. The whole evening is ruined.
Why are you saying it like that?
Saying what? I'm just pointing out the party's ruined.
You know what? I'm not going to get sucked into this. Okay, just so I'm sure.
Hey,
really?
if we can't
Are
speak,
you
you
just
can't
trying
laugh.
to piss me off, or is that really how you say that?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about this ruined evening.
That's not how you say ruined.
What? Ruined?
What do you call the remains of ancient Greek structures?
Ruins.
And how would you describe this evening?
Well, ruined, of course. This evening is ruined.
Say ruined.
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 Dumbass.
Oh, Brian, don't be cruel.
So basically, I think he's pronouncing like me. Ruins. Ruins. And like, do you remember he finished like, oh, Brian, don't be so cruel.
I like cool whip.
Oh,
Say
cool whip.
Cool
Yeah.
whip.
Yeah.
Brian. Say cool whip. Cool whip. Say why. Why? Now say whip. Cool whip.
Yeah.
Let me know when you invite to the thing, because I'm
I'm
AFK.
related to the thing.
Okay. Bastard.
Ruins. I think he yeah. I'm gonna pronounce it
It
like
says
that.
ruin, isn't it ruined?
Ruins. Ruins. Like you ruined the evening, but
You ruins the evening.
yeah.
Sound like
I
a Californian.
French maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like rooms, ruins. Yeah, I pronounce it like Brian.
I don't know. I think we should just do the whole cast in a different voice, though. What I say, Chappie's making a roach, Warren.
Yeah, I'm not good with. I'm not even good with English. I cannot do accent.
Just do it in a foreign language, then.
But I have an accent, so I don't need to
you don't
make
need a
it.
fake one.
Yeah, I have a
You
real
need
one.
A fake one like the rest of us. What are you better than me?
Yeah.
Technically, we all have
What do
accents.
you think? You better than me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you have an accent, I guess that doesn't technically you need to know a different language, because like you can have a southern accent or whatever.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
technically, all of us have accents.
Well, except I don't really think that people in the middle of the country really have an accent.
What?
Well, if you went to South, you would.
And
No,
farm.
no, like the middle of the country's accent is no accent.
Why?
I feel
they
like
just,
it-
they speak things the way they're supposed to be spoken.
But if you were to go to the South, you would have an accent, or speak to somebody in the South.
No, they just speak wrong.
You ain't one of us, boy.
I grew up in Kansas, and everyone was like, "You sound like you from New York."
hell yeah.
I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, New York and Boston certainly have their distinctive own accents.
Yeah, I went to New York, and I was like, "I sound nothing like these people."
All right, guys, this brings us to our match point. SIClan's up 3-2.
Possible.
Spawning
match
at the
point.
top left of Littleback Crest, representing Engineers of Chaos, the purple Zerg player, Savage.
And spawning on the top left. Right. My bad. We have for SIClan the Green Zerg, the Grass Assassin.
That reminds me of Monty Python. What is your favorite color? Blue? No, green.
Never watched it. Okay, the Overlords are going to kiss here in the top middle portion. I would say Savage has the advantage here because he's going to be able to see that expansion there quickly compared to Degrassi Assassin.
And he also chooses to go pull first. So he will be able to send his link to the right spot for his early aggression.
That's what I was talking about. It's so scary to go early aggression on a map like Ruins of Ceres, but in this case we're in Littleback Crest, so never mind.
Littleback clap.
Blah blah blah.
Alright, so I'll give the advantage to basically Savage because I feel like if he keeps up the aggression, he's going to go for the hatch. So I don't like that decision. I think the advantage goes to Degrass Assassin in this case. If he were just committing to the aggression, I would like Savage's position much better.
But it depends though, because Savage went for his own expansion, so denying the
Horn.
expansion, he should be okay.
He went for Ridge Horn.
I think that's his plan. His plan is to just deny the with earlier speed to deny the expansion and then just be ahead because he has an expansion.
Yeah, and
You just make lings and pull your drones down, and you're fine because there's no more lings. I think forfeiting that base was the wrong decision there.
mm-hmm.
Because if typically you want to keep that alive.
Ooh,
But
wow, and he's massively I don't want to say overreacted because he doesn't have money forces out, but he's reacted to this with 2 spine crawlers.
yeah, this is
Yeah,
not looking good.
He's not going to be able to push out and make his own base here for a while because his speed isn't even done yet. Has less lings.
And the fact he
and,
went roaches instead of banelings, he's not going to have a great army across the map.
Yeah, and that's also going to deny his ability to push down the ramp because he's not going to be able to push down the ramp until he has enough roaches to contest the lings that are out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just
But
got to prairie dog down that ramp until you have enough.
And actually, Savage, he's watching the last game. He's actually skipping Banes as well.
Dude,
So
Savage is a savage. He can't contest that either.
yeah, he's savaging him right now. It's so hard to watch.
Oh man. Well, he's gonna savage and then ravage him because that Roach Warren's on the way.
Well, we don't know he's gonna make Ravagers. Let's not get hasty. The Savage.
He's gonna savage and ravage him. Mark my words.
Oh dear. I don't know. I really don't want to watch that.
If you're in
Sounds
the
dirty.
Grass Assassin's position, Excelli, what do you feel like you need to do at this point?
Make a Baneling nest so you can push down your ramp.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, he's got to do something super cheeky to win. Like he needed to go up for a real quick lair or something and try to do like a.
He didn't scout it. He doesn't even know his opponent has his second base.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, that's bad.
He's gonna know now, and he's gonna think to himself,
He's gonna shit his pants.
yeah. He's gonna think to himself, oh, I need to do something cheeky to win. So I think at this point he goes all in. Like he doesn't even try to take a natural at this point. Like he still hasn't tried to. And,
Savage is only gonna make. He's bringing up a ton of supply. He's only gonna make units from here.
And he did
Well,
lose
he
all
knows
his
he's
things
ahead.
also.
Yeah.
He knows that he's massively ahead at this point, and all he has to do is survive.
There's no way.
The
Grass
all-in that's
Assassin-
about to come.
The macro hatchery boys.
The one base macro hatchery. It's.
I feel like the Grass Assassin's lost in this game. I feel. Oh, the Ravagers.
Okay, he made Rap fine. He made Rap.
Call me Nostradamus, because Ravage is gonna savage him. Or the other way around.
This is so dirty.
Oh my.
The
Like,
Grass
he
Assassin does have a sizable army of
he
of
can-
roaches, but he will get surrounded and Corrosive Ball.
Oh, he gets out of the corrosive vial, but he doesn't quite have. I mean, he's not gonna be able to chase down those roaches really.
He doesn't need to move up the ramp either.
And there's actually
Oh, no.
enough reinforcements back here to just push them
And
back.
Lings can wrap around and it's GG.
Yeah.
This is the exact opposite position you want to be in if you're the Grass Assassin, because you're down in economy. You want to be aggressive on him, but instead he's being aggressive on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the Grass Assassin, but I feel like he just made a series of questionable calls there from the start.
I think part of it's being predictable. Savage was obviously watching the games before this, and he knew that the Grass Assassin likes taking over third, likes to skip Banes, and he just said, okay, well, I'm gonna kill your early hatchery, skip Banes as well, and just kind of be ahead at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And at the start I said the Grass Assassin has the advantage because Savage he didn't make a Bane's Nest and he went for the early hatchery, so if the Grass Assassin contested that and held his natural, which is very, very doable, I think he's in a great spot.
I think though that you need to be making Banes of your own though.
Yeah.
And it's I think this is really just the difference between playing on ladder and playing in a game where your opponent's going to scout the game you played before.
And GG's
And-
called.
He made just enough lanes to deny the base, given that he wasn't going to make any Banes.
Yeah, that was like a master level move there. But like basically you want to get away with as few units as you possibly can. So you want to snipe the base, but you don't want to make a lot of units. So if you can make the fewest number of units and still get the base kill, then that's
Hold on.
just like
Hold
so
on.
much better.
Are we getting paid? Because someone just said they watched a commercial for AT&T.
No.
What? Okay, we need to go on strike.
Wait, there was a commercial?
Apparently, that's what Sick Starcry is saying.
Where did you say that at?
He said,
Watch
a
out.
commercial for ATT? You guys better be getting paid. And I said, are we getting paid?
Did we like advertise them through our words?
No. Maybe because I played Stewie. I don't know.
Oh, that could... No, he said it he said it during the game. I think
What?
we need to go on strike. We need to tell Twitch, we refuse to stream anymore until you pay us what's due to us.
Exactly, with our viewers.
Yeah, we'll take all our viewers with us.
Yeah, I think he was just talking about something else. Unless your YouTube was like playing a commercial or something, I don't know.
No, we must take a stand.
You just want to strike. By the way, I think you're gonna be our master player.
Oh, really?
I think so. Unless Dalek is on and Dalek sees in a Phantom game.
He's in an arcade game for 25 minutes.
Yeah, he's playing Phantom. That's gonna take like 2 hours.
Do you want to ask him, or do you think he'll just say no?
I don't think he will even answer. I'll ask him.
Christo just said there wasn't an advertisement. Yeah, I think there was just some miscommunication there.
All right, so no strike. We won't go on strike, guys. It's okay.
And for anybody watching the stream right now, if you want to go ahead and drop a follow, we do play Engineers of Chaos quite often.
Bushido said there was an ad.
Oh well. But if you want to drop a follow, anytime we play Engineering of Chaos, you'll already have it saved. You don't need to type it in or anything. And we do produce some pretty good content. We have 1v1 laddering. We have Clan Wars constantly, show matches. So if you like StarCraft, you want to support maybe the smaller crowd, then go ahead and drop a follow. That would mean a lot to us. But we're going to have our match point game coming up in just a moment. Looks like it's going to have to be Excelli.
I like the infomercial.
Yeah.
If you like StarCraft, you'll love our stream.
Well, you got horny for commercials, so I had to drop it in there. A shameless plug.
But wait, subscribe now and you receive 2 subscriptions for free. Wait, why would I need 2 subscriptions? Just do it.
Hey man, it's free. It's a follow. You're not selling part of your soul or anything.
Dalek is down, but after his game, so I'm not even sure when his game is gonna finish. So I think we need to go with XLE, because like a Phantom game is like last time I played, this was 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Wow. Tom's on.
Yeah, but we let them put a master, so I think it's better if we put a master to play against.
Okay.
So
What do you?
he doesn't like Ulrina. So should I be a complete jerk and pick Ulrina?
Up to you.
I'd say whatever you're best on.
Yeah.
All that's left is Central Protocol and Arena, right?
Well, then definitely Ulrina. Like, over Central Portal. What are you talking about right now?
I actually prefer Central, but that's just me.
Do you like Ling Bang, huh?
Oh yeah, 14-14. I'm confident in, but we'll see. Could be any number of builds. All right.
All right. Good luck. We'll kick you from the Razer chat.
Not Central.
Oh, you're doing Arena?
Ulrina.
I thought we were talking about Central. Oh, you said not Central.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that meant you wanted
Yeah.
to play it.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Well, okay. Kick me from the call, and we'll have words later.
All right. Good luck, man.
Yeah, good
Thank
luck.
you. Bye.
Bye.
If he loses this, we'll really have a good talk after the game.
Yeah.
All right, we need to accept. Okay, and looks like everything's good to go.
So it's funny though, since they're putting ad on our channels, it's because we're big enough, so that
I don't
they're
think they
gonna
put ads on there.
I don't know. I think we're getting trolled.
I think Bushido's like internet has ads on it. And anytime he watches
Oh,
anything.
that's true. Bushido did play on Urina already.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, are we skipping anything? Wait, this is our 7th match, right? So it has
Yeah.
to be one map.
Yeah, it has to be central. Oh, good call, Bushido. All right.
Oh, Central's okay with me.
Yeah.
Alright, so it sounds like he wants to do Central. Sorry, Excelli. Fate is working against you here.
We know how you love that map, though.
I thought it was-
You and Dalek both.
Yeah. I thought it was funny yesterday, Dalek's like, you're like, what map should you choose? And then you're like, Dalek said, Arena. And then he's like, okay. And then you put like, it's not my fault. And then I'm like, I'm not playing it. And then Dalek got so pissed off. He's like, what? You like Central? Like, this is cancer. Like, he started yelling at us. So that was pretty funny. Oops. Alright.
Alright, so we'll have Central on last ace match.
This is for all the marbles here. This has been a really good series. It's been, you know,
Really
going back and forth, going to the last game. So we're going to try and produce a hype cast here for you guys. So, in this final game, on Central Protocol, for these two clans, spawning at the top left, representing Engineers of Chaos, the green Zerg player, Savage.
And spawning on the top right, we have the pink Zerg representing SIClan, Extali.
So he says he had an auto tourney, and he's sorry about this. So I think he just told Excelli he's going 14-14.
And Extali put down his. I'm not sure if it was in reaction or not, but his pull is practically timed around the same time as Savage.
Yeah, but Excelli does have. Oh, the workers are even now. Never mind.
It might also be like mind games.
I think. Yeah, I don't know, because he did drone up. I like Excelli's position here.
But I feel I like Savage's position also because 6 links with 1 queen against 8 links. That should be okay.
I'm gonna check the stream real fast.
Yeah, it's I think it was on the waiting screen. I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was. Is it switched over?
Yeah, Twitch. I had to do one mistake, at least one, or two rather. This Clanwar. All right, so bayonets for both players. What's the count of links? 8 to 12.
Both players expanding at the same time.
Actually, does have a slight advantage in links, but in drone it's on Savage.
Yeah.
So speed practically mirrored. Savage will have 2 more banes. Oh, and those banes gonna pop. All right. Detonate on only 1 links. That's good.
So it's really gonna come down to micro, basically, and Ling Bane Wars. So the player who is stronger at micro often wins these games, just because the builds are so similar.
Yeah.
And right now, I think Savage is getting the better of the micro battle. But both banelings are going to go down, so that's a good micro.
Oh my god, that was really close. Alright, so the banes are cleaned out.
But more lings are reinforcing here for Savage. If you look at the production, it's only lings and banes. Both bases are just now finishing up.
So really good micro from both players. We didn't see any huge bane hit yet. The links for Exali are kind of bruised compared to Savage.
But he just has so many more right now.
Yeah.
I think Excelli's macro has been a little bit better because he has more lings.
And he does
Savage
have 2
just
banes
droning
also.
up.
Yeah,
He's droning up right now. So if Savage can last, he's in a good spot, but there's going to be a army advantage here for Excelli.
and also Savage is lacking banes.
Ooh, and we see a evolution chamber coming up here from Savage. So with this Overlord here, he could drop. Oh, great job by the Banes to zone away these Lings. If they zone them away for long enough, they can get this base.
And 4 more. Oh! Alright. So 6
Yeah.
6 Banes for each player.
I think Excelli needs to take his advantage and lead.
Alright, so no more Banes. They traded out. The Queen's gonna help. The Queen's gonna help a lot.
Yeah, I don't like Excelli's decision there to give his units away. I think once you cancel that base, you keep the pressure on, but you don't trade units.
Yeah.
But like the only thing you can die, like okay, I have an advantage. I'm economically ahead of you. I have more production. Like the only thing I can really die to is a counter aggression, counter pressure.
Yeah.
And if you lose your units, you're essentially giving your opponent ammo to go for that counter.
And the Bane's gonna finish soon for Savage.
No Baneling splits. I would like to see 2 of those Banelings being split off there. But Excelli getting a little bit sloppy there, trading 4 Banes for 2.
And that Bane's gonna survive! Oh my god!
Maybe he's trying to bait it out, but
That's really risky.
yeah, and that Dropper Lord hasn't been morphed in yet for Savage. If you take a look at the economy, it's 17 to 18 workers, but Excelli has that base where
Yeah.
Savage does not. Whose Bane is that?
And still 1 Bane. Still 1 Bane for Savage.
Oh man.
So both players looking for the best connection.
Yeah, Savage is gonna try and get that base up.
And he will be able to morph his Dropper Lord right there with 4 Banes. That's
Okay.
if
There's
that
no-
goes unscouted, that can do a lot of damage, taking
Yeah,
out the
there's
whole
no
middle
vision.
line. Yeah.
There's an Overlord just inches away.
So the Dropper Lord's finished. The Banes are gonna pop soon. Pop right now. And it's still been unseen. I think Savage will distract.
Yeah, typically. Oh my God, big Bane hit. I think you want to wait and send your Banes in right when you're you're fighting.
Like right
2
now.
Banes for 4. Yeah, that's not the best. Banelings are to come in here. There's no splits as of yet.
And losing all his mineral line.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh there. But the worker count is still only 2 down. Excelli's only 2 down. He knows that Bane drops are a thing now, if he was paying attention. And he has that base up earlier, so he took that damage, but he's still in a good position. He's teching up better. He has that Roach Warren. Much faster than his opponent. So I'd say the game has evened out a little bit.
But he did lose a big advantage he had. So that can be hard on
Baneling's just not being in time there for that little Ling run by.
yeah. The Lynx will get the Queen. Actually not reacting, so the Queen's gonna go down.
Yeah, that's a big pickup there for Savage. Good micro. He's gonna pick up in the Dropper Lord? No, he's just gonna keep running around in circles.
He does have a lot more Lynx.
Oh, I lose the Baneling. That's exactly what he didn't need to have happen.
Mm-hmm.
Even on supply, workers are severely in advantage for Savage. So Savage looking good, but Excelli has the Roach tech out, and he's producing Roaches.
The Dropper Lord still 4 lanes to the Dropper Lord. He will try it again.
Savage is producing a second Roach Warren. I don't know. This has to be a mistake.
Or he's going for speed and burrow. That's the only
Yeah.
reason why you go for 2. But does he have a lair? No lair yet, so that's really a mistake from him.
Yeah. All right, so
Scouting, seeing the drone count.
Excelli is droning up, so he's going to be catching up in economy. Supply is in favor of him, so that just signifies he has a larger army at this point. But he's not going to be able to utilize it because it is in Roaches, unless he has... Okay, he's going to keep his Lynx here for defense. Okay, massive supply lead, 20 supply lead for Excelli. He has the army. Lair is in the favor of Savage. So as time goes on, I'm liking Savage's position more.
Mhm.
However, this army has to be stopped and defended perfectly.
Oh, and lose 2 Banes to 2 Lynx. 3 Banes to 3 Lynx. Good micro from Excelli.
Yeah, and he's streaming across units. He's only producing units. Savage invested in that layer. He's down 12 supply. Let's see if he can hold off this attack. I kind of feel like he's going to be able to.
Yeah, I don't think actually can move right away. He needs to move down and go.
Oh, good bailing hits.
Yeah.
That is a game changer there. With more of his own speedlings moving across the map, these roaches are going to be completely surrounded. He needs to wait for the speedlings, and I think he's in a good spot. But once that +1 attack finishes, I do like Savage's position, but he just has to wait until he survives this.
He does have more roaches right now since his defensive advantage.
Yeah, and Excelli's going to sacrifice a roach to the greater good. He doesn't have a lair on the way. He doesn't have a third base. Supply is now down 10.
Yeah.
So that was Excelli's only shot, it looks like. Because without roach speed, you're defensive. You're at this point, I think Savage has to take his third, because it's going to be a little bit more difficult to crack this player at this time. But with that +1 attack and that roach speed, he's going to go down for his third base. So yeah, Savage should have this game. What do you think?
I mean, he's in a really good position right now, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Actually, can still hold, I think.
Yeah, third base wasn't
Same timing for both players, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't far behind. So if Excelli can catch up in upgrades, which I feel like is going to be pretty hard to do, and roach speed, like if he doesn't have to fight before roach speed, I think he's in a good spot. But
yeah.
That third base is under attack though of Savage by a couple lings. 2 roaches can be sent down, and it should be enough to clean it up. Maybe if it were like 10 more lings there, he could have gotten it, but stressing his opponent's multitasking.
But he's still making Savage go back to his base to defend, so he's buying a little bit more time for his 1-1 and speed to get done.
Yeah, and it looks like Savage is going to hit before that happens. He's going to pinch off that third base and make Excelli move down the ramp or just sacrifice.
Thing is that Savage does have a huge bank, so he can make like a lot of Ravager. He has 1,000 minerals.
Yeah, and this is where roach speed. You see roach speed?
Yeah.
Like
Getting a bit of concave.
he has to commit, and it's just game over now. Good game. That was a really close, intense game there, but I think Excelli went for the attack, but he just didn't have enough. That was kind of like everything he had. And
GG's called.
Engineers of Chaos pick up the win, 4-3 in this best of 7. Congratulations to them. That was a really well played series. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed our casting. We're going to have a bunch of Clan Wars in the following weeks, so if you want to follow us, go ahead and drop a follow. And yeah, thank you again. Everybody have a good night.
Thank you guys. See you later.